Hello peoples! In today's video we are using the Hammerhead to do a bunch of missions in the Miles Eckhart mission chain. This is a great way to get your rep up with Miles for everyone that's going to be in the group, because you get to share it all out. Depending upon the size of your group, the payout will not be too much if you split it up, but it is a fun and easy way to do these types of missions. So if you get a chance to do them, go for it. If you need a group to play Star Citizen with, well, there's a link in the video description to my Discord server. Hit us up. We're always looking for new members. Quick thanks to my org mates, Hammerduki, Saint Nick Bond, Elite Genesis, Okidokes, and Jalapenos for accompanying me on this mission. So get a snack, a tasty beverage, sit back, relax, and let's get to it. So here's a quick review of the Eckhart missions that we did on our gaming session this night. And basically, you know, they ranged from the lower level ones that were about 15,000 alpha UEC all the way up to the higher level ones, which are closer to 90,000 alpha UEC. We did not get the Idris mission that Miles Eckhart will hand out to you. That one's a 225,000 alpha UEC mission for the payout. But we did get the mission to pop up as we were done for the night. So everybody in that group will now have access to that mission. Next time they log in and it pops up, they can grab it, which is a nice thing about sharing these out. Now, if you are the pilot of the Hammerhead, there's not a whole lot for you to do here. Basically what you're going to do is set your shields to maximum because you don't have any weapons. You do have control over the missiles, which don't require any power, so that's good. And basically you're going to pop off decoys when you need to if you have incoming missiles. Other than that, your job is to fly towards the targets and let your turret gunners take them out. The other thing I can basically suggest is don't get in the habit of always trying to face the target or do a whole lot of maneuvering. Unless your turret gunners have no shot, and they'll tell you, just mosey along and stay nice and level. You can angle, you know, up or down a little bit to get more turrets to be able to concentrate fire on the same target. You'll see me do that a couple times in this video. But for the most part, the turret gunners will have free reign to be able to engage anything that they can get to. And as you can see, like in this one here, we've got ships coming in on the left and right, and they just don't really stand a chance. They get mowed down by the combined firepower of all these turrets. Even something as tanky as an NPC Drake Cutlass Black that you see here, with the 5 turrets, lasts a little bit longer than maybe I thought, but when you compare it to, you know, you doing single ship-on-ship combat against it, it doesn't last very long at all in comparison to that. Now, some of the missions will obviously be in the atmosphere of the moons or planets, and the Hammerhead is going to handle like a pig that is drunk. But again, if you just basically angle it like I'm doing here and allow all of your turret gunners to have free reign to engage that target, there's not too many targets that are going to last very long against this ship. They can't do it. Now when you get into the bigger size ships like other Hammerheads, even the Reclaimer, if there's more than one in the mission that you'll do, might last a little bit longer. Obviously another Hammerhead will cause a little bit more damage to you the longer it stays up. I mean, that's self-explanatory, but you'll see in the combat assist high threat level mission that we do a little bit later on in the video, that one actually gave us more run for our money, so to speak. We actually took more damage from that because when we were engaged with those ships, the Hammerhead that was involved was able to do enough damage to get through the shields and actually damage some of our turrets. In this example here, we've got a Hurricane that gets taken out relatively quickly by our right side turret gunners, and then that allows everybody to concentrate and start firing on the Reclaimer, which as you can see here is not going to last long at all. With 5 Hammerhead turrets firing on it, it basically kind of melts. It does give a nice explosion though. Now, as far as the loadout for the Hammerhead, mine is a little bit modified, you might say, because I had the equipment on hand. So As before, I've swapped out 2 of the missile racks to be able to carry size 5 missiles or torpedoes, depending upon your nomenclature you want to use. I also have Thunderbolt electromagnetic missiles that I use for all the remaining missile slots, so there's 4 per missile slot. And I swapped out my shields for FR-86s, and then I swapped out my quantum drive for a TS2 quantum drive because going fast is always good. The link for Urkel to this Hammerhead build will be in the video description, so check it out if you want. You can just as easily use a standard build Hammerhead. It's not going to really affect doing any of these missions much, because it has more than enough firepower to do it. Now, the one mission that did give us a little run for our money is this combat assist high threat that you see. And that's because we had an enemy Hammerhead, an enemy Valkyrie, an enemy Caterpillar that were all going after our target that we're supposed to save here, which happens to be a Freelancer Mist. And the NPCs were very determined to kill that Mist because even though I positioned myself in between them and that Freelancer, they kept shooting at it as best they could. Now, the combined firepower from that slightly heavy turret on the front nose of the Caterpillar and all those turrets on the enemy Hammerhead managed to get our shields down. And once our front shield went down, we started taking damage to some of the components of the Hammerhead, mostly the turrets. So we actually end up losing, I believe it's the top turret and our front right turret got damaged and became inoperable. So try to swing your Hammerhead around a little bit when you're engaging a bigger ship like another Hammerhead or something that has a heavy hitting turret on it like the Caterpillar or even the Reclaimer in that regard, and spread that damage up amongst some fresh shields and everything. In this particular case, because the NPC Hammerheads are extremely maneuverable and fast for some reason, I wasn't able to keep that Hammerhead in the arc that I always wanted it to be. So I intentionally was trying to keep it on one of the, either the left or right side, but as you're going to see, this guy comes zooming in and quickly moves from the left side over to the right side by passing directly over us. And there wasn't much I could do even though I was in a full right side thrust. So just be aware of it, and try to, if you can, separate the 2 ships if you run into a situation like this. This could have just as easily been 2 Hammerheads instead of a Hammerhead and a Caterpillar for this mission. So that would have been pretty steep, I think. Now we do manage to take the Hammerhead out, and once we did that, we were able to quickly melt the Caterpillar, so the mission was a success for us. No issues there. So that's all I got. Just wanted to show you guys a glimpse of doing, a group mission using a larger ship. It was a lot of fun. Again, you're not going to get super rich doing this, but you are going to have fun as a group doing it. If you liked the video, and I hope you did, don't forget to do that thing with the like, subscribe, share, as well as notify. And if you'd like a little free alpha UEC to use in-game and you have not yet created an account with Star Citizen, use the referral code in the video description below. As always, till next time, take care.